Hello, and today we'll be playing Where the Demon Lurks. We're going to continue with the newest update of Where the Demon Lurks, and this is for Toast's route. So last time we got to learn some dark things about Toast and how he ended up dying. And the fact is that he and his brother in 1993 got into a big argument. Both of them ended up shooting each other to death. And his brother was in law school and he wanted a better path for himself, while Toast, whose real name is Tomas Eduardo, committed crime and was part of it, was involved in human smuggling. But there's certainly a big difference between both their lives. His brother wanted to live his life the right way and pursue a career, while he, Toast, went into a life of crime, and that explains why he went to hell. And I'm going to assume his brother is up above. So does Toast still remembers that? If he does, is it a part of him that he doesn't want to talk about? Or I don't know, because he's very more of a happy-go-lucky and type of guy, but it's a very stark difference from the type of person he was, this violent person, this rage-filled person. So I'll go ahead and finish off the rest of the new update. Morris arrives around 8 in the morning. You, Lucian, and Toast together outside, ready to depart. You stand as idle as you can while actively keeping your head from drooping. Your body suddenly jolts forward as an icy sensation prickles through the fur on your back, or on your neck. You spin your head around to see Morris holding a can of cola while nonchalantly taking a sip out another can in his other hand. Yeah, what was that for? You look like death warmed up. Stay up all night playing video games or something. No, it's nothing like that. I just read something uncomfortable last night. Your pupils turn to the hyena, now arguing with Lucian on how the bags should be stacked. Morris doesn't seem to join the dots. Well, I can't have you passing out on us. Do you want to sit this one out? No, I'm good. Let's go. You down the soda Morris gave you and toss the can to the nearby bin. The four of you enter the cramped car and take off for the inn hotel. Morris is in the driver's seat, while Lucian called shotgun, so he's in the front too. Yeah, there's no car here. Leaving you and Toast to share the back seat. You wind the windows down and wow back after realizing the rental car's AC was busted. As time passes, the concrete jungle of Kibbleton is replaced with lush open fields. Kibbleton is known for its produce, but you rarely get to see the proof in person. Your eyes wander over the scenery speeding by. You breathe deeply, and instinctively crisp morning air fills you. It's nice to appreciate peace while you have it. Lucian sticks his head out of the car window, seemingly panting as the wind blows against his face. Whoa, that's a scarecrow. Toast leans over your side of the seat and also sticks his head out of the car. Woohoo, get a load of this air. While he enjoys the scent of the countryside, you get a face full of toasters round behind. This goes on for several minutes before Morris starts talking. Hey Lucy, mind grabbing the folder I have beside me? Lucian sticks his head back inside the car. It's Lucian. He reaches for the yellow folder next to the boy's seat. Open it and read it out loud. It's everything y'all need to know about the hotel. Through the rear view mirror, you catch Morris staring daggers at you. He's serious. You grab Toast by the waist and pull him back in. He pats heavily and looks at you. Dude, you should try it. It's pretty fun feeling the wind in your fur. Yeah, maybe later. Morris has something for us to hear. Lucian, give us a reading. The hotel was built 22 years ago in the year 2000. The original owners were an elderly couple who always dreamt of owning their own hotel. I thought old people just wanted their kids to come more. You stare blankly, your mind adrift in a sea of thoughts. He killed his brother. A year after the hotel's grand opening, the business was struck with misfortune. A businessman fell from the hotel rooftop and died instantly. But is it true? I mean, he's from the underworld, so it's no surprise he did something bad. I thought he was just bluffing, acting all tough to get what he wants. How could he be someone who would actually go through a murder? The witnesses said the body looked strange, like it was all shriveled up. I feel shriveled up inside. Why does it matter so much that he killed someone? Big deal. I've seen the souls of killers dozens of times. The car hits a bump and you all lurch forward. Toast puts a hand on your neck. You okay, buddy? You seem out of it. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Lucian flips through the rest of the folder. The hotel returned to business as usual, but ever since then, guests would report many strange occurrences. And all while this stings more, I think he's beginning to rub off, not up. Get it together, brain. All just moving about, people entering rooms from different time periods. Overall, the guests said they were drained by the end of their stay. Your head throbs with a dull pain as you piece together fragments of Toast's axes, but now in a new light. He wanted to smash a brick onto Morris's head. He called it a little bump. But what if it's the corruption? How much has he been influenced by it? What does that mean? It means the entity in that hotel had an all-you-can-eat buffet of soul energy for the guests. Jump to the last page, Lucian. In the last 2 years, the hotel is now under the management of the original owner's grandchildren. While no more deaths have been reported, over the past 20 years, several guests have gone missing. Investigations found no evidence that could be tied to the hotel or its staff. We're looking at maybe 5 disappearances since the first death. As a patient goes, it knows not to cause too much trouble or the hotel will close. Bet it won't be smart enough to take us on, right, partner? Yeah. You look nervously at the ghost, then turn away from him. I need to confirm this with him. I need the truth. I'll reveal the plan when we get there. Why then? Because I can tell that Kobu isn't paying attention. Isn't that right, Kobu? Huh? Yeah, sure. With that, Morris speeds off to the hotel. By the time you approach your destination, peering out the car window, a majestic white villa welcomes you. Lush trimmed trees and bushes line in the parking lot that leads to the hotel. Wow, check that place out. Even you have to admit the place is far better looking than what you could have imagined. You expected a rundown place like something from a horror movie. Morris pulls the car to a stop and parks outside the main entrance. The instant you leave the car, a chill runs down your spine and you feel goosebumps all over your body. There's an eerie atmosphere around them. The wind is deathly silent. Not even the trees dare to move an inch. It's like you've entered a vacuum, devoid of life, you whisper. It's too quiet. Sure is. Now, come on, we got to check in. Toast hands you your backpack and you all head inside. Soft lounge music plays as you enter. It's so cold inside you can see your own breath. Where's the receptionist? Where's the receptionist? This will not bode well for their online waitings. Hi there. Ah, Lucy hugs you, seemingly for protection. A male and female wolf pop out from below the registration counter. Their cheeks are stretched apart by the most painful-looking smile. Awasamas. Awasamas. Welcome to the Inn Hotel. The heck is wrong with your faces? He points at them. You nudge Toast by the arm. That's rude. Morris hesitantly approaches them but remains composed. Hi, you two work here? Absolutely. Do you have a reservation with us on this fine day? Yeah, it's under Morris Boris. He hands the male receptionist his identification card. Without taking their eyes off of any of you, the male brown wolf taps on the computer. Ah, here we are, Mr. Morris and his three guests. Your room is ready. Here are your key cards. The female receptionist takes out two cards, and hands them to the boy. Thanks. May your stay be the end of your troubles. Okay. Before you head over to the elevators tucked in the far corner of the room, away from the prying eyes of the receptionist. Let's get to our room and set up the trap. Toast raises his hands. I'll call Sokka on the sofa. Morris shakes his head. Normally we have the double queen bedroom. Toast throws a fist in the air, celebrating his acquisition of a proper sleeping place. But that also means we all have to bunk up with someone. Morris looks towards Lucian. I'm not sleeping. Toast then leans in near you and whispers. Hey, if it gets too cold, I'm fine with you snuggling up to me. Thanks, but I'm sure the blankets here will be sufficient. Oh. Come on, let's go. Hang on, those receptionists were weird, right? It wasn't just me. You, Lucian, and Morris look at the reception counter. The two receptionists are still standing there, staring into space. You swear you see a fly land on the female receptionist's nose, and she doesn't even react. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just puppets of the entity here. Leave them be.
Right? Christian, would the guy asking the question not have been looking through a Christian telescope? Or did he commit the grievous error of picking up a critical thinking telescope?
Video progress bar 8 minutes, 49 seconds, 10 minutes, 40 seconds. Pause.
Morris looks towards Lucian. I'm not sleeping. Tosin leans in near you and whispers. Hey, if it gets too cold, I'm fine with you snuggling up to me. Thanks, but I'm sure the blankets here will be sufficient. Oh. Come on, let's go. Hang on, those receptionists were weird, right? It wasn't just me. You, Lucian, and Morris look at the reception counter. The two receptionists are still standing there, staring into space. You swear you see a fly land on the female receptionist's nose and she doesn't even react. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just puppets of the entity here. Leave them be. Right. The elevator doors open. At a Grand Hotel, the elevator ride is unnerving. The doors squeak shut and the fan above rattles. Sudden jolts accompanying your ascent to the 10th floor. The elevator door opens. Everyone exits the elevator. Do you see that? Your knees weaken and a cool sensation presses against your neck. It's already begun. Don't say that. It's the middle of the day. Ghosts usually haunt at night. Cut the chatter. Let's get to the room. Y'all walk down the corridor before taking a short turn to the left. You stop at the third door to the right. Morris opens the door to room 103. Before you is a pristine hotel room. A sharp breath reveals a crisp scent of lemon wafting through the air. A queen-size bed takes up most of the space, with a second rolling single bed nestled into the furthest corner of the room. Y'all gather inside the space. Alright, here's a plan. He takes out a yellow paper charm and a blue bead. The moment I trigger this charm, we'll draw out any nearby ghosts, no matter what we stick together, got it? Wait a minute. Are we sure we're not rushing into this? The longer we stay idle, the more that thing is gonna sap our life force. Fighting it now is our best chance. You won't know what hit him. Everyone nods. Here we go. Morris holds the paper flat on one palm, crushing the blue marble with the other. The speckles of crushed marble trickle between his fingers onto the charm below. The paper glows blue and bursts into a ball of fire the size of a soccer ball. Wow. Doesn't that hurt? It's not real fire, don't worry about it. Morris tosses the fireball into the air and it splits into two smaller balls. One floats towards the exit while the other makes a beeline for Toast. Hey, what's the big deal? Toast swats at the incoming fireball, but upon contact with his hand, the fireball disappears. What do you think? The charm detects the presence of ghosts. So, we just need to follow that one to our target. Right, but hang on. He wants a hand along the flame, splitting it into two even smaller orbs before giving you one. Keep this close as backup, in case anything happens to the first one. You nod and bring the fireball close to your face. The dark pool of your pupils briefly flood with a warm, firefly-like glow. Everybody ready? Hang on, I gotta wash my face. Don't take too long, we'll wait outside. I'll stick around. Gotta watch Kobe's back if the ghost tries anything. For once, not a bad idea. The angel follows Morris out the door, leaving you and Toast alone. He smiles sheepishly at Toast and head for the toilet, splashing water onto your face, a wave of coldness invigorating your senses. Once more your thoughts detour towards Toast's past. I can't keep holding this in. I have to ask him. You okay there? He stands by the bathroom door, sighing. You turn to face him. Yeah, actually no. You struggle to look at the hyena in the face. There's something we need to talk about, but now isn't the time for it. So, I'll wait until we're done with this hotel business. Toast's ears droop. You wonder if he has his own suspicions. On the way you leave the washroom to go join the others. You freeze in place. The hallway has changed, as though you were standing in a completely different building. It takes a moment before you remember to breathe. Hey, you're blocking the door, man. You turn around. Get back in, Toast. What? You serve Toast and yourself through the threshold of the door, just to find yourself back in the foreign hallway once again. What the? Where's our room? You let out a groan and punch the wall. Crap, it got us. Outside room 103, Lucien taps his right foot repeatedly. 10 minutes have passed and his patience is wearing thin. Morris looks on ahead at the path leading towards the elevator. The fireball continues to burn brightly above his unbandaged head. What's going on in there? Did he fall asleep in the toilet? Go check. The angel rushes back into the room, then back out again. His face is whiter than a bed seat. They're gone. What? They didn't even go past us. Morris grips his bandaged hand in pain. His thoughts are telegraphed by the scowl on his face. Oh my gosh, we have to get the We have to get to them. If Couples dies, the balance of life and death will be destroyed. The spirits of the damned will split reality apart. And worse, Lord Gary's going to call me a bad boy. Get a hold of yourself. We don't know if Couples dead yet. I doubt the spirit would be so kind to offer any of us a swift death. The boy's gaze turns towards the flame in his head. We need to get to the ghost ASAP. There's no time for ghost hunting. Couples in danger. If it could kill him quickly, it wouldn't have to separate us. The ghost must have plans for them. I'm sure Cobra will come to the same conclusion. I gave him the flame compass for a reason. If we both follow it, then we will meet eventually. Yeah. The angel clenches his fist, his blood rising to a boil. Let's go. Morris pushes the fireball and it hurries down the corridor, the two giving chase. You observe your surroundings, although the space appears ordinary. The portraits lining the walls weren't there when you first arrived. Suspecting they may be fake, you touch one of the portraits, dust sprays away beneath your fingers. It's real. A loud crashing sound pulls you out of analysis. Toast has begun to relentlessly kick the metal bend beside you. Stupid creep, come out here and fight like a real ghost. His ferociousness scares you like never before. You now see his outbursts in a different light. Toast chuckles to bend at the ceiling, hitting with a metallic chunk before unceremoniously crashing back onto the floor. You found the ghost. Toast, calm down. This isn't helping. I am calm. This is me being calm. He picks up the band and gives it a good whack. It spins about before toppling over. Are you okay? You weren't this agitated when we went up against Samoda. It's that damn voice. It won't shut. Voice. Ugh. A soft headache precedes phantom whispers in your ears. In your mind, King's voice sounds louder and clear. You left me to die. You shake your head to force the voice away, but your mind plays the words over and over like a broken record. Sucio, bueno, por nada, solapado, pedazo de berzo. Doing no good, unhindered piece of trash. Quit hiding and come out and fight. We need to keep moving and leave this place. It must be some kind of pocket space the ghost created. An idea surfaces within your mind among the sea of angers. You raise your hand and begin to focus. A blue ring begins to form, but immediately fades away before it can enlarge. Cursing under your breath, you try again, but to no avail. King's voice continues to berate you as your mind begins to feel tired. You think that's how those people went missing? It could be, but I don't want to find out. You take out the flame compass, a single tap, and it begins to move, guiding you down the narrow hallway. Kobu, help, save me. They're tearing me apart. You keep telling yourself that it's all just a trick to ignore it, but the words cut deep. They're killing me. Stop. Why won't you save me? Like daggers stabbing into you with every step. Toast doesn't appear to be feeling much better, his face contorted in pain. And he appears transfixed by the uncanny paintings that adorn the walls. Hey, am I going crazy or are the paintings changing? You follow his gaze to a picture to your right. A cat in a gentleman's suit. You blink. The image changes to King lying on the floor, blood gushing out of his chest cavity. You gasp in fear. Don't look at anything. Just focus on the flame. Run. But both of you sprint after the flame. How can you let them do this to me? Your legs buckle with each step, the hallway seemingly stretching endlessly. You're a monster. A monster. Every few steps, the same image of King dying passes by your peripheral vision. Yet you run, chasing the flame compass until your legs feel like they would give up at any moment. After what feels like hours, you both collapse in exhaustion against the walls. You're back to where the picture of King dying is. As you try to gather your breath, Toast walks over and turns the portrait around. Thanks thing was annoying me. Oh yeah. His avoidant gaze makes you suspect he saw something else in that picture. Sweat drips down your back. You barely have any energy left to run, much less to fight. Your attention turns to how your shoulders feel heavy and how your mind struggles to think. The maddening voices keep whispering in your head. Toe slumps against the wall, a lifeless look in his eyes as he gazes towards the ceiling. The colors in his eyes seem to be fading away. You wonder what the voices have been saying to him. You still with me, Toast? Yeah, I'm just tired. He looks at you. What was it that you wanted to talk about? In the room, you said you had something to talk about. I don't think it's the best time to talk about that. As good a time as any, just I don't want to hear them anymore. He must be talking about the voice in his head. You close your eyes for a brief second, steadying your nerves for what's to come. Okay. I know about Chillo. Toast eyes widen. How do you? I searched your name online last night. You could have just asked. He glares at you. I know, I'm sorry. My curiosity got the better of me. He sits up straight. Why didn't you tell me? He gets his eyes trained on you. Toast, tell me there was more to it. That you didn't just kill your brother in cold blood. Doesn't answer. In the instant, your eyes droop. Why? Why do you have to kill him? He. Toast points in the air to emphasize his next point. Dug his own grave where he wouldn't do what I told him. Toast's tone of voice catches you off guard. If he didn't stick his nose where it didn't belong, at least one of us could still be alive right now. But he was your family. Family wouldn't try to hold me back every step of the way. Family won't be telling me how silly I was for fighting for the mob. Gah. Tosses you wince. The voice are howling in your ear, but you force yourself to ignore them. Everything I did it for him. But he never appreciated it. The one time I asked him to just follow along. His voice breaks. For a brief moment you see a crack in his armor and his expression turns sour. And he couldn't even do that. He was nothing but a burden. Ugh. He covers his eyes and looks away. Life would have been better if we were never related in the first place. Toast. This doesn't sound like Toast at all. You faintly recall the way he's spoken about his brother in the past. His words are like a puzzle piece that no longer fits. The voices stop and Toast's ears perk up. He looks down the corridor in a wide-eyed state. Worried you say out to his soldiers, but he doesn't respond. Toast, step out of it. He just stares into the darkness. Suddenly he begins walking. Toast, where are you going? PB. He bursts into a sprint, forcing you to give chase. Toast, stop, it's a trap, your brother's not here. Your cries fall upon deaf ears. He runs and runs until he comes to the end of the hallway where a single brown door stands. Your heart races, every nerve of your body screaming at you to stop him before it's too late. Toast reaches the door and enters the darkness beyond the threshold. Toast! The door closes on you. You bang and pound and kick it with all your might. Toast, come out of there. Toast! You stand the bottom of your fist open. You slam the bottom of your fist once more on the door, but there's no response. You back away, cursing under your breath. Damn it! Grabbing the doorknob, and a natural chill jolts up your spine. Without doubt, this is a trap. Your imagination stokes the fear in your heart. What lies beyond this door could spell the end of you. But what choice do you have? Toast needs you. You force yourself to swallow your fears with a big gulp and open the door to the darkness. Inside is your former office. Fuck. Meanwhile, Lucien and Morris are running through the 10th floor towards the emergency fire escape. A flame compass guides them all the way down to the 5th floor. As it floats through the door back into the hotel interior, Morris grabs Lucien by the shoulder. Wait, The ghost's real body is in there. It's not going to let us waltz in and exercise it. Be ready. You're forgetting who I am. This ghost is going to regret taking Koba away from me. Morris raises his hand to object, but lowers it again. With a squeak of the door, the two step onto the 5th floor. The identical decorum serves to do little other than disorientate them. This is the 5th floor, right? It must be. Those bins were in a different position on the 10th floor. Impressive eyes. They may look pretty, but the recipe is still as impressive. Unbeknown to the duo, the pair of eyes are watching them from the saddles. Do you hear something? Hear what? Hurried footsteps scurry across the hallway. And darkness falls upon them. Morris, say something. The emergency lights flicker on, bathing everything in a violet red hue. Morris, if this is one of your mortal pranks, then is it funny? The lights are dull and Lucian is barely able to see. His eyes dart about, coming through the darkness for the exorcist. He's nowhere to be found. A cold breath brushes down his neck. By Gary's beard. The angel turns around and finds nothing behind him. Lucian's breathing is shallow and rapid as he runs his hand across the wall, trying to locate the corner ahead of him. He settles in a frantic manner, the sound of his heart pounding, urging him on. He paces down the hallway. All is silent until a cold hand grasps at his hair. Ah! Lucian pulls away. Several strands of his hair are ripped off. The hand proceeds into the hotel room it came from. Just as he's about to strike the door down, another nearby door swings open. Thoroughly freaked out, the angel makes a run for it. Morris, get out of here, this instant. As he runs, every door slams open in quick succession. The symphony crashes like the march of a wild beast. He turns around. There's nothing behind him but darkness. What? But I just came from here. He turns around. There's nothing there but darkness. Lucian goes and carries on forward. His steps have slowed to a walk, but there's no sign of the creature chasing him. This is so unbecoming. Come on, toughen up, Lucian. What if the others in the office hear about this? He tries to reassure himself, but his tail tucked between his legs. He's too panicked to notice the door quick and open next to him. He feels an unmistakable sensation of a bony hand grabbing his ankle. Without looking down, Lucian pleads to himself in a soft voice. No, please, no! Now drenched in sweat, the angel forces himself to look down and see. The male receptionist sprawled on the ground, his head dripping with blood. Patches of fur have fallen off of him, his face visibly dry and shriveled. Ah! The creature lets out a guttural cry. However, it would not release Lucian. In his panicked state, Lucian instinctively kicks the person in the stomach over and over again until they are sent flying away from him. The angel continues to howl deliriously, running further into the maze of hallways. He turns from one corner to another, never slowing down. His mind, awash with fear, has no clue where he is going. He only cares about finding Morris and getting the heavens out of this hotel. He reaches the end of the hallway. Before him is a white window glowing an ethereal green. He contemplates jumping out of it when suddenly the receptionist appears in front of him. The wolf's face appears more disfigured from before. Lucian's earlier assault has left him with large black bruises covering his face. Mr. Lucian, you look a little ill. Look in the mirror, mongrel. Stay back. I don't know if you're working with the entity or if you're under its control, but I won't hesitate to use this. He conjures a feather in his hand and points at the wolf like he would a dagger. Mr. Lucian, I work for the Inn Hotel. The hotel just wants you to stay. Be happy. Let it take your troubles away. I'm sorry, but I rather enjoy keeping my life force. What did you do to Kobu and Morris, and maybe even Toast? Mr. Toast and Mr. Kobu are in the hands of our beloved hotel, but do not fret, I have Mr. Morris right here. We bumped into each other. Isn't that right, Mr. Morris? Morris steps out behind the receptionist, but his back is turned to the angel. Won't you come here and greet your friend, Mr. Lucien? Sensing danger, Lucien shakes his head. You expect me to fall for a cheap trick? That can't be him. Turn around. Morris doesn't move. I said turn around. Go on, turn around. The thing called Morris returns. Lucien's scream echoes across the globe, touching the hearts of the young and old. On that day, the world felt a resounding message in their heart. Ah, I want to go home. Back to the inn hotel, overcome with great fear, Lucien accidentally taps into the hidden authority he holds as an angel. In a state of semi-consciousness and fueled by his will to live, he lets loose all the magic he wields in a mighty beam. What impossible... The blast of overwhelming power consumes the possessed receptionist and the faceless creature. The sheer force of the blast catapults the now cleansed mortal and a sizable chunk of the wall out of the window into the pool below. Lucien falls to his knees, panting for air. Every muscle of his body burns from exhaustion. As he struggles to get up, a door behind him slams open. The other receptionist flies out and hits the door across the hallway. Morris steps out, covered in hickeys and bite marks all over his neck. He looks warily at the angel. Hey. Lucien crawls to face the bear. Lucien crawls to face the boar. Where in the blue blazes have you been? Morris directs Lucien towards the unconscious woman on the floor. She grabbed me in the dark, been trying to off me in the room. Look at yourself. I say she tried to do more than that. And she was barking up the wrong tree. Morris extends a hand to the angel and helps him up. The boy pulls a flame compass out of his pocket once more. Wait, did you see Kobu? I haven't found him. Morris shakes his head. But there's hope they'll make it here. Plus, if we destroy the ghost, we may be able to get Kobu back. Well, about that, I'll have to let you take over from here as I appear to have used up all my magic. Lucien, the boy shakes his head in disbelief. No, you don't get to judge. I saw things. Alright, fine, get behind me. Morris taps the flame and it enters a room far down the hallway. The two cautiously follow in turn. Morris takes a deep breath before opening the door and stepping past its threshold. A dense blanket of trees tower over them hauntingly, sending shivers down their spines. There's an uneasy feeling in the air. Lucien looks back, but the doorway is no longer there. A bestial rumble leads them to a lone tree in the middle of the forest. It stands out as being larger than any other. The flame compass vanishes as it hits the tree's bark. On its branches are massive cocoons where the skeletal remains of its victims hang like rotten fruits. They serve the bark of the tree. Dozens of eyes closing and opening line its surface. Right in the middle of it all lies Toast, frozen in space. His pupils are lifeless as green energy surrounds him. Morris and Lucien gasp. Look, up there, it's Kobu. How about the tree is you? Your head is the only part of you that sticks out of the webbed cocoon. Kobu. You do not respond to your friend's cries. Is he? He will be if we don't get him down. You get Kobu, I'll say Toast. On it. In his excitement, Lucien leaps into the air but is unable to summon his wings and crashes down. Ugh. I'm on it in 5 minutes. Hang in there, Kobu, we're coming. To be continued. Thanks for playing the latest update. If you want to let us know how we're doing, leave a rating and comment on our Itch.io page. We want to hear from you. Well, the Demon Lurks is supported by those who sponsor us on Patreon. Consider supporting us so we can make the game bigger and better. Or you can support us by buying our merch, available from the fine folks at PowerPoint Press. And if you want to be kept up to date on the development, feel free to follow our Twitter or join our Discord. Okay, so we at the end of where Toast's route is at right now. Okay, so apparently Toast was sought when Kobu told him that he knew about his past, and I guess he's been hiding it from everybody, and he said that his brother was a burden to him and that everything he did for the mob was for him. But his brother did not appreciate it. But I think the reason why his brother may not have appreciated what Toast did for him was because it came at the price of killing others. You know, I don't know, I guess Kobu did some bad things for the mob. He killed some people, and he did that to benefit his brother, which is probably the reason why his brother did not appreciate him. I don't know, but I'm not entirely sure, but it does bring a very bad light on Toast. I mean, we don't know the full story, but it doesn't look good for Toast. I mean, I don't know why he was part of the mob. I mean, if you're part of a mob, it's only a matter of time before you get killed. Whether it's by a rival mob, or if somebody in the mob thinks you're not loyal enough, or if somebody who was a victim of the mob wants revenge on you. So, in Toast's case, he got into an argument with his brother, and the two of them saw each other. Okay, so there's a ghost in this hotel who is altering the images of the hotel, or getting into people's minds, and that's what happened with the gang here. And the ghost tried to mess with Kobu, with King begging for help. That obviously wasn't King, because down there in the demon world, they weren't harming him. They simply kept him in prison in this kitchen or cafe, and where they fed him and all that stuff. But King is certainly not in any danger in the underworld, or at least not yet. So that's obviously wasn't King. That was some monster or the ghost or whoever messing with Kobu. Okay, so we'll continue with Toast's route next time. Well, whenever a new update of it comes out. Probably won't be till next year or so. Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.